Hey guys, welcome back to Angela, and on this topic I'm going to talk about how fake chosen ones will try to destroy the empath. Fake chosen ones will try to destroy the empath. So, for a long time, I struggled, right? Because I know right from wrong. I know how the narcissist works, how all they need is attention, all they need is energy from you. Positive or negative energy, they don't care. If they can get positive energy out of you, they'll get that. They'll use it to manipulate it to get what they want. If they can make you upset, make you angry, if they can do the smallest things to change your day, right? You could be driving in traffic. Someone comes behind you, honks their horn. It can throw your whole day off. You can wake up, you can pray for protection, and you're protected. The problem is when things happen, when there's gossip, when there's lies that are being spread on you by people who claim are chosen ones, what we tend to do as empaths is that we want to explain ourselves, we want to defend ourselves, we want to have a voice, right? We want to speak up for ourselves. That right there is where you will mess up as an empath. I've told you guys before, I had a guy, I'm spending time with my mom, mother-daughter time, and I had our whole day planned. I'm like, we're going to have a peaceful day. I never buy scratchers. I bought some scratchers. Guy passes by, oh, you wasted your money on scratchers. That's how quickly they try to put negative energy on you, right? We're out, in nature. Everyone is, families, people are gathering together in different areas. No one is bothering one another. But narcissists need energy so bad. They're desperate. Once you realize how desperate these people are for your energy, you see them coming before you already know. They're coming, they're making eye contact with you, they're expecting you to look away, they're expecting you to be nervous, they're expecting you to be upset, they're expecting you to, they want to look at the expressions of your face, they want to see the irritability, right? He walks on by again. You didn't win anything, huh? The thing is, I won my money plus some more, but that was none of his business because it's not the right time or place to even speak to me because we're living in different realities, but you're trying to come into my reality so bad. You're making up shit in your head. You're trying to label me. You're trying to put me down here when you're the one who's actually down here. It's just that because you're not walking around with a chip on your shoulder, because that's what the narcissist would do. Sometimes you even have more than these people. They don't have nothing. They don't even have 2 pennies to rub together. But they think that they're more blessed than you. They're chosen. They're gods. They have a false sense of reality. So they just make up things, and they study you very well to the point where they think that they're right even when they're wrong, because they're not aware that you're wide awake. They think that you're asleep. They run across a lot of people who are sleeping. So they think you're asleep. And when you respond, when you show that you're not satisfied with them, right, with what they're doing or saying, it brings them joy when there's that irritability. But when he walks on by, I'm kind of like, he's like, oh, you lost your money, huh? And I'm telling you guys, I don't have energy for these type of people anymore. My vibration is just too high. I'm on a whole nother frequency where it's like, I can't even respond to you. I can't allow you to make me mad. I can't allow you to lower my vibration. There's no purpose in it because you don't even exist in my reality. Your perception does not even matter. It's actually beneath me because I'm on a higher frequency. So, when he asked, I bet you didn't win anything or lost your money or something, whatever he said some crap, right? I just said, because I didn't even want to talk. I'm like, like, get out of my face. Like, I'm with my family. I'm not bothering you. When you're with your family, you should be focused on your family, not what other people are doing. But because you're a demon and you're trying to present yourself as charismatic, or you're a people person, or maybe you're a jokester, you don't even have enough common sense to see how stupid you look. Because what these people like to do, what these fake chosen people like to do, is they like to disguise themselves as friendly faces, but deep down inside, they hate you. Their demons hate you. Their demons want you dead. Their demons want you to be unhappy, miserable. Their demons are irritated by your presence. That's the reality of it. Your demon is irritated by my presence, yet you're the one coming up to me. And then when you're sitting close to me, your demons were so irritated that you couldn't enjoy yourself with your family. So you decided to walk on by again and say, oh, you didn't win anything. You were irritated because I wasn't giving you energy that you wanted. You sat down with your family, a little distance away, and your demons were irritated because I didn't give you the energy you wanted. And eventually you got up, but you decided to walk on by back this way. You could have went the other way. You decided to come back because you wanted to say something. You probably even instructed your family, oh, let's go and see if we could find a different spot somewhere over there. But deep down in your head, you were thinking, when I pass by, this is what I'm going to say to her, because I was irritated. And it's happened too many times where people portray themselves as chosen ones. They can see my light because not only do I give people respect, but respect is also seen as weakness by narcissists. But when you catch them doing something slick or doing something or saying something and you shut it down automatically, they know, oh, you're not just like a nice, gullible person. You're someone that can see through me. That's when they realize you're awake. And when that happens, it wakes up their demons. So what they do is, it's happened too many times. That's why I'm speaking on it. So they'll come back around, right? Oh, you're my best friend. Oh, I'm telling you, random guy. Oh, that's my best friend. Oh, hey, how you doing? Very, smiling, always acting like they have positive energy, right? I'm talking to a friend. Same dude walks on by, and he's like, she doesn't like me. Why would you assume I don't like you if I've never said anything to you? It's because you keep calling me your best friend and I'm not initiating any type of relationship with you. I'm not sharing anything personal with you. You don't really know me. You don't know anything about my life. You just know what I show you, what I reveal to you, and it's irritating your demons, but you have no business trying to get close to me because you don't even have any, and you know that I have no intentions with you, and we're just strangers to one another. But because you can't attach yourself, see, the demon in him tries to attach itself to other people. And these demons of these people who act like they're chosen and who are good people, that demon is trying to find another host. And when they do these things, they almost do it unwilling. They almost feel like they're not doing anything, basically. But they're trying to irritate you. They're trying to break you down. They're trying to lower your vibration. So he tells, the guy I'm with, he's like, oh, she doesn't like me. I'm thinking to myself, why would he say that? I don't have any feelings towards you. It's not like I like you, I don't like you. To me, everything is just business. It's just respect. I don't, just because you call me best friend, I don't look at it like, oh, I hate this guy because he calls me best friend. I just look at it like you're trying to latch on to me so that I could put my guard down with you. And I don't know why you want me. What's the purpose of you wanting me to put my guard down? What's the point? What are your intentions? I'm indifferent towards you. I'm just indifferent, right? I can't say I like you or don't like you because I don't know you. Oh, she doesn't like me. These people try to literally latch on to people, right? That's why I say it doesn't matter whether it's positive energy or negative energy. I've dealt with a lot of narcissists with negative energy up front, and I've dealt with a lot of narcissists who pretend to be empaths, who pretend to be chosen, who came up to me and started just talking about what they've been through, who started talking to me about the Jezebel spirit and all these things, but I could see through them. See, they pretend to be chosen ones, right? Because some of these people who pretend to be chosen, they actually were the ones hurting other people, using people, deceiving people. And then what happens is they got their karma, and now they dealt with someone exactly like them, but they're so focused on the person that got over on them that they don't realize all the times they got over on other people. And they think that all the times they got over on other people, it's in the past. They're like, oh, it's in the past. that happened a long time ago. Oh, those people moved on with their lives. Oh, they're even doing good. They're doing better. Oh, that person, yeah, I played them, but they didn't really care about me anyway. They moved on with their life and stuff, you know. Or when I did those things to those people, I was ignorant. I didn't know any better, you know. So now somehow, when they get their karma, they actually feel like the victims. And they feel like, oh, you know, they almost feel like I didn't deserve this. They might even feel like what they did to other people wasn't as bad as what was done to them. Right? So they'll say, oh, I did stuff to other people, but it wasn't as bad as what this narcissist or this Jezebel spirit or my family did to me. That's that narcissist bullshit, because you have to pay for everything that you've done, whether you were aware of it or not. And as an empath, when we're going through shit, we're not even mad at what we're going through. We're just hurt. We're just in pain. We're just trying to get through all the bad karma and everything. We're just trying to get through it, right? We get frustrated. We're trying to find obedience with God. We're realizing, hey, Jesus, right? When you think about Jesus, he was being spit on. He was being kicked, slapped. He was being thrown rocks at him. People were throwing rocks at him. He was being crucified, and he still kept walking. He still kept carrying his cross in silence. And that's the difference between a chosen one and a real empath. A fake chosen one and a real empath is that you have to carry your cross even when these people are throwing shit at you, saying things to you. You know that you cannot react. See, someone who claims to be chosen, they're going just like me. But there's moments where they lie. There's moments where they don't take accountability. There's moments where they can't reflect on how things, their part in things, and they keep comparing themselves to the narcissist and to other people and saying, oh, what they did to me, it was bad, right? And I'll look at them and I'm like, yeah, we have the same narcissist people in common that have, played us, right? But at some point, you were running around with them doing the same thing that they were doing to me. And that person said to me, no, I wasn't. I defended you. I said, no, you didn't defend me, because you were still running around with them. So yeah, they might have done, the narcissist might have done all the dirty work. You might feel like you were being manipulated by them, but you still did and said nothing. You still stuck around on that team, on the other side. So now that you're feeling the pain that I was feeling, you can't take it. And you almost feel like, oh, well, I was manipulated. I don't deserve this type of bad karma. How come the narcissist isn't getting this bad karma? I'm a chosen one, but you're a fake chosen one if you can't see that you have to go through the pain. You have to go through that nasty bad karma. You have to go through all that. You have to deal with it. That's the difference. The narcissist doesn't want to deal with that. That's why they keep doing what they're doing. But if you keep playing like you don't know why you're going through certain things, then you're still infected. You are not a chosen one. You are a fake chosen one because you are still infected, which means if you're still infected, you're going to infect the people around you. You're going to infect the same people that are trying to help you. Meaning that as I'm bringing this awareness to this person, they started putting words in my mouth. They started speaking in tongues. I say, you're speaking in tongues. What you're saying is you're putting words. Like anytime I tried to explain the bigger picture, or anytime I would say, hey, like I could recall a very vivid moment where these narcissists were gaining up on me. And this person was involved. They might have not been doing the dirty work, but they were helping. And I'm calling them out. I'm like, you did this and this, and I'm not holding it against you because I know that you didn't mean it. I know that you had these evil entities around you who were influencing you. No, that didn't happen. That's not true. I never did that. I'm like, yes, you did. No, I didn't. You're trying to say that I'm just like the narcissist, that I'm just like them. That's not what I said. I didn't say you're just like the narcissist. I'm saying you were around them and you did this and this to me too. And I'm still able to forgive you. And if I can forgive you, you also have to be willing to forgive these narcissists. I don't remember doing that to you, and you're basically saying I'm like them. Now they're putting words in your mouth, right? And you know what, that person who claims that they're chosen, that you helped so much after they went through the backlash from these narcissists, after they were the next target on the narcissist list, after you helped them heal, after you spent nights talking to them, after you gave them so much energy and brought them almost back to life, you gave them fuel. You know what they do? They run back and go and tell someone else, can you believe that so-and-so compared me to the narcissist? And they start viewing you like a narcissist. That's why I said they're fake chosen. They're the fake. They call themselves the chosen ones, but they are fake. They're fake. That narcissism from those people they've been around for so long is still in there. It's like a disease, and it's very dangerous for you to be around fake chosen people because you'll start having conversations with people. They'll tell you the things that they've been through with narcissistic people, with the Jezebel spirit. They'll start comparing notes. They'll say, yeah, I went through that. Yeah, I went through that. And you'll be helping them heal. It's like when you get with a narcissist person, they'll tell you that so much shit people did to them in their life, and that's what kind of makes you put your guard down, and then they end up fucking you over and laughing in your face, and you feel like, wow, I thought you were a victim of narcissist abuse, right? But they feel like they got over on you. They feel like you're stupid for even helping them. So you have to test people's spirits, because someone who is not a real empath, they're going to hold on to things. Sometimes they might not hold on to things, because some narcissists, they don't hold on to things. They want to keep coming back because they know they can get fuel from you. So sometimes certain people will present themselves as chosen ones, and sometimes you might have disagreements that make you feel like, I'm not talking to this person for right now. I felt like they crossed the line. I don't hate them, but I'm going to give them some space. Maybe they're taking out their personal problems out on me. Sometimes you kind of give people space. And you'll think to yourself, they're just trying to unravel themselves from all the narcissist mind games that they've been through. But sometimes these same people start to project their hate onto you. And it happens so quickly. And you'll think, wow, I thought they were just like me. But when they don't have nothing to gain from it, from you, they'll disappear. It's like everything you did meant nothing for them. That right there shows you they are fake chosen people. Some of them, they stick around, and you might even tell them, see, it's okay to have disagreements. It's okay to be forgiving. As long as you can take accountability. You're telling them, you're actually teaching them. And that's how you know they're fake chosen people, because you shouldn't really have to teach them. They should know this stuff. They have to go through it. They have to live it. You shouldn't be teaching them. You're basically teaching them, and now they're mimicking you, and they start to mimic you so well that they start sounding like God's people, but they are fake chosen people. And now they're speaking just like you. And now they're speaking just like you to the point where everything that they know that you've shared with them, they start feeling like they always knew these things, right? Oh, I always kind of knew something was wrong, but they're not giving you your credit. They're not going to give you credit, because at the end of the day, they're fake chosen. You weren't even supposed to give them any information. You weren't even supposed to give them the game, because the game is sold and not told. Because if you tell it, they're going to play the game, but they're always going to be fucking up because they don't really understand it. So everything you teach them, they're going to turn it around on you to the point where they think that they know more than you. They think that they know more than you. And they'll start talking to you. They'll start talking to you like you're stupid. Like, I got so much information. Like, I always knew these things. And you know that you're the one who brought them up, right? You brought them up from the low place that they were in. You're the one who helped them heal. You're the one who helped them actually see their toxic patterns. And you also understand that no matter how smart they think that they are, what you did, your deeds mean something, if not to them, to God, right? You know that the energy you put out, you're going to get back regardless. So you stop paying attention to narcissists, to people who are fake chosen. You stop paying attention to them, because you already know that everything coming out of their mouth, it's to offend you. It's to play mind games. It's to make you feel small. It's to make you feel like they can do what you're doing. You make everything look so easy. And because they're talking to you, that's why you can't really even talk to these people. Because look, the moment you talk to them and you give them any access to you, they automatically, it's like when you're dealing with a narcissist, right? They could be a junkie. They could be someone who they've never done a thing for themselves. They've always been munching off of people. And now they have a new supply who has a career, who has a lot going for themselves, right? The narcissist, just by being around that person, that supply, they start to feel like, hey, I could have been a doctor too. I just didn't have the support system that you have. I'm actually smarter than you. You know, that arrogance starts to take over them. So this is why you can't give access to fake chosen people, because there'll be this arrogance about them where they want to be equal to you. And then once they feel like they are equal to you, they start feeling like they're above you, like they know more, right? They might feel like, oh, you might be book smart, but I'm real life smart. You still have to give people their credit when credit is due. Just because you're smart at one thing and that person's smart at something else, that doesn't mean anything, because guess what? Dealing with someone like you, now that person is both better than you. And that will kill the narcissist. So you know what the narcissist has to do? They have to destroy that person's career. They have to destroy that person's happiness, that person's life, because that demon hates to see people at peace, because that demon is secretly never at peace, and that demon always thinks that it's the victim. So it will portray itself as a chosen one. And I say this because, see, the narcissist that I was with for many years, over a decade, he was very close to his brother. And intellectually, spiritually, we could have deep conversations about life, religion. We could talk about anything, right? But everything that the narcissist preached, or when he would talk about bad people or wicked people, he was doing the same things those people were doing. But because he had so much information, it's artificial intelligence, basically. They can speak like you. They can look like they have the same emotions like you. They can seem like a practically normal person. But what I realized was, the reason you have so much information, the reason I was drawn to you, is because the information you have, at least the type of person you seem like you are, is really not who you are, because you don't really live by what you preach. And you can call out a lot of bad things, but you're doing those same things to people. But in your mind, you're better than these bad people, but you're doing the same things. You know, you're presenting yourself as an angel of light to strangers, to people. Oh, I'm going to help you jump your car. You try to pretend with people. But now I've realized you were mimicking your brother. You were mimicking your brother because guess what? Your brother actually lives by what I've been around him for too long. I've been around both. I've been around your family for so long that I've been able to finally realize everything that you were saying, everything that he said. You guys are very close to each other. You guys have not the same exact personality, but your viewpoints in life are the same. But he's actually living by it. He doesn't go around fucking with people. He's not fucking around with different women and creating chaos in people's life, because he talks about vibration and energy. You talk about the same things, but then you start to say that people who are actually good have bad energy. So he's like, oh, they start to gaslight you. Narcissists are crazy. They start to gaslight you. They start to look at you like you're the narcissist. So this is why I say there's fake chosen people, because they'll get on here on YouTube, they'll talk about their exes and people, oh, my ex, she was very possessive over me, things like that. And you don't even know that that person wasn't possessive. They just wanted a normal relationship. And it was the narcissist that was doing things, playing with that person because of their sexual perversions. And then they won't tell you that they left that person for another person. Or sometimes they'll tell you that person that I was with the Jezebel spirit, she was demonic, she was this, she was that. And, I had to find someone else. And now I'm with someone else. And I'm blessed now. I found my other half. I found my soulmate. I was with the Jezebel spirit. And they're not telling you they are the narcissist. She's the Jezebel spirit. They're trying to make it seem like the people that they were with were narcissists, Jezebel spirits, but it was them who was committing sin. It was them who was stepping out in their relationship. It was them who was exploiting that person. But they'll say, oh, that person, they were desperate. They kept coming back to me. They kept hoovering me. But they're gaslighting. That person was the empath. They're the narcissist. They're pretending to be chosen people. And then they're saying, oh, that person was stalking me. They were hoovering me. They were playing mind games. But the reality is, that was the empath, and they were doing the reverse hoover. The narcissist was the one always doing something, exploiting, throwing fits of rage at that person, disrespecting them, hitting them, calling them names, devaluing them, giving them anxiety, destroying them, hoovering them, stalking them. And when that person was under their spell, and that person felt an attachment to them through fornication, now that person, because of the sin of fornication, now they're hoovering back. And now the narcissist has made you to be the Jezebel spirit. And that person, they probably never been with a narcissist before. That person could be someone who's never even been in a relationship, but they stuck through this relationship with this narcissist for years. They remained faithful. They weren't sleeping with other men. But the narcissist will say, you were the Jezebel spirit, but that person was faithful to them. And the narcissist was the one who's done this before. Oh, she was hoovering me. But it was the narcissist who had been hoovering not just that supply, but many other supplies. They played that game many times. And then they'll project what they've done to that supply and say, you've probably done this before. They're gaslighting. You probably done this. You've always been in relationships and acted this way. They'll say things that aren't true. You've always hoovered and did these things, but they're the ones with the bad spirits, and they're putting them on you. And now they're claiming to be chosen ones, but they're fake chosen ones. And when you come across these people, they seem just like you. They talk just like you. They can think just like you. You can feel almost like a magnetic energy because of their words and what they're saying, but their actions are always going to show something else. Because there's going to be moments where you see that they think they're better than you. There's going to be moments where you could see the hate in their eyes. You could see moments where they might say they're happy for you, but secretly they're not really happy for you. They're envious and jealous of you. These people will post positive memes all day, talk about raising their vibration. They'll talk about God. They'll even, they'll cry when something happens to them. But the moment they get around a stranger who's peaceful, their demons get irritated. They become envious, jealous of you, and they don't know how many demons you had to fight to even get to where you are. They don't even know how many nights you spent crying, how many years you were in the dark by yourself with only your own thoughts. They don't realize how many demons you had to fight off. They don't even realize the battle that you had to go through with yourself, hating yourself, hating everything about yourself to finally find true love and appreciation for who you are as a person, to find yourself again. And they become envious of everything that you do, everything that you have. Even when you have nothing but your peace, they're mad at that. It's almost like they want you dead. Like, it's almost like they just wished you just didn't exist. It's like, how could someone that doesn't know you have so much hate for you? How can someone that you're just crossing paths show you so much hate? How can someone come at you and there's no patience in them? They have no patience. They're intolerable. They're possessive, arrogant, boastful. They'll start talking about you right in your face under their breath. And you just have to be like Jesus and just take it. See, a fake chosen person who's still in sin is going to react. They're going to want to defend themselves. A fake chosen person is going to start making up lies when they can't, when they can't make sense out of their own actions or take accountability. They start bringing up things that don't even matter. When they start attacking someone because because they can't control people's thoughts, because they can't divide people, because they can't make people choose over another person, they get so angry, they start bringing up things that don't even matter. They start making up shit. They start bringing up other people, events, things, right? For example, a family member of mine brought me up into an argument that I had nothing to do with, right? And I've talked to this person before. I told them everyone has different realities. You can't make people choose not to talk to somebody because their experience with you is different. Now, if that person has to learn the hard way, it's on them. But people choose how they treat people. So you're looking at this person like a narcissist, but this person hasn't done anything to another person. So anything you say to that person, you can't change their mind because their reality is not yours. All you can do is you could keep being that person's friend and not bring in, don't bring up other people. Your relationship with them is your relationship with them. Point blank period. Just leave it at that. You can't make people pick sides. They have to experience everything on their own. That's control, that's possession. You can't do that to people, because that means you're behaving like a fake chosen person, right? Forgiveness is the key. You create your own happiness. So this person is like, no, and I told this person, they told this person, right? This person told this person that they had a disagreement with, and they felt like, oh, you're not on my side. They brought my name up. This person who says they're an empath or being attacked by narcissists, but then they did something very narcissistic themselves. That's why I say you got to be careful with fake chosen people, because they're not fully awake like they think that they are. They watch narcissist videos and all that, and they think they're awake, but they're not. The game is sold and not told. You could say it, you could tell people, you could warn them, you could tell them the truth, but they're only going to hear what they want to hear, and then they're going to think that they know more than you, and then that arrogance is going to come out. And then they're going to try to devalue you. They're going to try to say little things under their breath. They might even lash out at you with anger, and their demons just start coming out. So that person that they had a disagreement with, when my baby passed away, that person donated money to the burial, right? So I got respect for that person. So regardless of what that person is saying about them, you can't control me either. I can't pick sides, because guess what? That person looked out for me when I needed them to. And what I did for my appreciation towards them, I sent them flowers, right? At the time, they were getting along. So I sent this person flowers as a thank you for the donation. I didn't expect nothing from them, like I gave them flowers as a thank you. I wasn't expecting nothing from them. So when this person is getting into an argument with this person that sent me money for the burial, they go and get mad. They're like, you're not a good person. You even treated this person wrong, which is me. You didn't even call her to say thank you for the flowers, right? So I had a dream about this person. I told this person, I had a dream about so-and-so. Oh, I don't even talk to them anymore. Why? Oh, we got into it because of these narcissists, right? And I'm like, okay, like, I already told you, you can't force people to pick sides. So why are you getting upset? Why are you working? Oh, and I told them as well that they didn't say thank you to you for sending them flowers. They had so much hate when they said it, right? And I was like, why did you bring me up into the conversation? Oh, because she's wicked. I'm like, you bringing me up is wicked, because I don't got nothing to do with that argument. You guys were just friends. I don't got nothing to do with it. So why would you say that? Now she's going to think that I want her to say thank you for the flowers. Why would she have to thank me for the flowers when she's the one who donated a lot of money for the burial? She sent me like $500 from all the donations. Not even people on YouTube sent me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect nothing from nobody, but I'm saying, like, the people that looked out for me, I look out for them. That's how it goes, right? Why would she say thank you to me? Oh, thank you for the flowers. Like, thank you for me sending you money. The hell she need to thank me for? You know what I'm saying? The flowers was a gesture of me saying thank you to her. Why would she have to say thank you to me for sending me for me sending her flowers? That doesn't make sense. So I'm like, you made me look bad to this person. They're going to think I'm ungrateful, right? So I was conflicted. I'm like, should I call this person and tell them that I don't got nothing to do with whatever they got going on and I don't know why they said that to them? As an empath, you always want to explain yourself to people, right? But I said to myself, my spirit said, don't say anything. Let these people argue. She's in the wrong for doing that. She's in the wrong for that. These people pretend to be chosen ones, empaths, but they're constantly doing bullshit. They're constantly doing bullshit. But when shit is going down with them, they feel like victims. You know why? Because they feel like they haven't done things that are as bad as the things that people have done to them, but they're constantly doing things that are very impactful, but they don't look at it like a big deal. They're like, oh, that's not a big deal. Well, call her and tell her. Like, no, why would you even say that in the first place? Like, I'm not even gonna do that. Like, I don't feel like giving none of this shit energy. I don't even feel like calling and explaining myself and apologizing under your behalf and what you said, because what you said is what you said. And if she believes the bullshit that you said, then it's on her, you know? I don't have time, energy for this. It's the energy of confusion. So at some point, the empath has to understand that things are going to be playing out. People are going to spread lies. Some people are going to hate you because of the lies that were said about you. But you just need to shut up. Don't say nothing. Let those people be mad and think you didn't appreciate what you did for them, what they did for you, because you know you did appreciate it. You know you sent that gesture of appreciation. You didn't do nothing wrong. This person, their demons brought your name out for no reason, to put hate onto that person, to make that person feel like their good deed wasn't acknowledged or something. When they did what they did it out of the kindness of their heart. When I did what I did it out of the kindness of my heart. And God knows that. The real empaths, we know that God knows our heart, so there's no point on even explaining ourselves and defending ourselves. Now, another person, I have a cousin, right? I always tell you guys I came from a very religious Catholic family. And when I left the church, I was going to many different churches. I was just wanted to get closer to God. I knew this wasn't for me. I'd been through this my whole life, and I felt like everyone was fake. Start going to different churches, and my cousin, he had separated himself from the family, and he invited me to his church. I went, gave it a try. I started going a lot. And I think I went a lot because I wanted to be closer to my cousin. And I feel like those were good times to me because I had time to spend with him. even though in the end he stopped going to church, he realized it was bogus. He was being manipulated. He realized he was in a cult. And it hit him harder than it hit me, right? Because to me, I was able to dissociate myself with the actual church and still have faith in God. But I think his faith in God had deteriorated for a minute, right? Because he felt like he was being attacked and everything was unjust. When I decided to come to that church with him, my family was not talking to me. They weren't talking to him, and then they stopped talking to me as well because they were like, you guys are going against the grain. I brought my family to the church. We were all together, right? When my cousin left, we all left because we got his back. He wanted to go on a strike. Hey, we'll go on a strike with you. We got your back. He disappears. We never hear back from him. He starts having problems with his narcissistic parent, which caused a lot of hurt to me as well, because his narcissistic parent attacked my family, and they basically never accepted us again in the family. But he was accepted back into the family. And when he was accepted back into the family, he stopped talking to me. He was like, I'm in the bigger group. I'm going to stop talking to you because I got access that you don't. Because my mother is the ringleader narcissist in this family. Next, she's my grandmother's golden child. Eventually, things happen. He ended up getting attacked by my cousins because their personalities are different, and he wanted to keep hanging out with the younger guys, and he's older now. He's older than me, and you're hanging out with a younger crowd that you don't really understand and who are still immature, and then you're trying to give them rules. They're like, why are you even around us if everything we do you don't like, right? So now they bullied you out the group. Your family, no one's defending you because you think you're perfect. You don't see that you don't think you're doing anything wrong because you feel like, hey, they're doing bad things and I'm not. But you're hanging around them though. And you're older, so you're just as responsible for your actions. So he's the victim. He's the chosen one, and everyone's a narcissist. Everyone's against him. But he's not. He's pointing the finger. They're doing worse things than me, but you're pointing the finger at everybody. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to mess with you. But guess what? After I had your back, even came to church with you when nobody was talking to you, and then everybody stopped talking to me because I'm messing with you, and then you went and did the same thing to me and stopped talking to me, and now you're crying over narcissists that don't care about you. And now you're the chosen one and everyone's against you. And you're not seeing that the same thing you did to me is being done to you. And then you're running back to me because you know that I'm the only one that can actually understand you. So you're coming to me like, you're right about my mom. She's a narcissist. She's the ringleader. She's this, she's that. I'm like, it's still your mother. what if your mother would have did this or that or this? I'm like, my mother's done worse things than that, and I still honor my mother. And everyone's different, you know. My grandmother, narcissist, but I love her, but I just learned to stay away from them, or not spend so much time talking to them. Just kind of just love them from a distance, right? But you need spiritual maturity to do that. You can't say you're the chosen one and you can't forgive and you carry hate for people. And, I know it's painful, but as an empath, you have to forgive, even if it's hurting you, even if it feels like it's killing you. You have to forgive. It's the only way you're going to evolve in consciousness. So he runs to me, oh, what if your parent did this, that? I'm like, I would just forgive them. I'm like, I've forgiven my mother for a lot of things. I've forgiven my father. Like, and when I said that, he jumped out of nowhere. He jumped out of the couch. He started pointing his finger in my face and yelling. He's like, so you expect me to go back to my parents and act like they didn't do nothing? Then you're a problem just like them. Gets mad, right? The demon comes out. You came to me. If I was a narcissist, you came to me, someone you've betrayed. You haven't took accountability for what you've done. You separated my family from the family when we had your back and we went to the church just to give it a try. We knew nobody was talking to you. We were being nice to you because we knew you were lonely. You didn't even care about us. You went back to the family, hung out with cousins, and they kicked you back out. They chewed you up and spit you out again. No accountability, right? Claims to be a chosen one, an empath, but he's fake because he can't even see he's doing the same shit his mother does to people. They're blind. These are blind people, blind spirits. They don't see nothing wrong. They see as the things, they compare themselves to people who have done worse to them while they're doing bad shit to you, basically. If I was a narcissist, I wouldn't give a damn about what you're going through. If I was a narcissist, I wouldn't be forgiving. Narcissists are not forgiving people. They wouldn't even have, if I was a narcissist, I wouldn't even have allowed you to come to my house to speak to me. And then when you jumped up out the couch and start pointing your finger in my face, yelling at me, talking about, you want me to forgive them after everything they've done to me? When you pointed your finger and you jumped up and you're a whole grown-ass man and you're in my fucking house. If I was a narcissist, I would have hurt you. I would have cussed you out. I would have told you to get the fuck out of my house. But because I knew you were in pain, I allowed you to take it out, but I didn't take it personal because that energy don't even belong to me. So I already knew what was going on. I'm like, this energy don't even belong to me. I'm not feeding into it. You're just going to be mad. So I spoke to him. I said, I've been through a lot of stuff. This happened to me, that happened to me. I was able to forgive people. Yeah, it hurts. Sometimes the pain feels more intense than other times, but you can't live like that, And, we talked for a while, things got, the energy changed. I told him, you know, he needs to be careful with what people, like, he would start talking about, like, what his mom did to other people. And I'm like, you shouldn't focus on, you shouldn't, because what's happening is you got hate towards your parents, so now you're going around to other people who are enemies of your parent, and they could be saying anything to you, have stories, lies, and all it's doing is it's instilling more hate inside of you, and now you're protecting these people. But I don't need you to protect me. I don't need that. You don't have to defend me. You don't have to defend me against what your parent has done to me. Like, you don't have to defend me. You don't have to take on that energy, because it don't even belong to you. If you're upset at your parent for whatever you're upset at them, work through that, worry about that. Don't worry about me and other people, because that's irrelevant. Because certain things that was done to me by your parent, they wouldn't do it to you. You know what I'm saying? So he's hanging around other people that are, he's going after people that are enemies of your parent. And now your parent feels like these people are instilling hate in you and making the hate bigger. And she's not wrong in a sense, because you're taking on other people's negative energy, and you're already under attack by these entities. You're being tormented. So I'm telling this person, right, that he's sharing information with, I'm telling them, hey, your problem, I told this person to their face, I said, your problems with your sibling is your problems, but you shouldn't instill hate in your sibling's son like that. You shouldn't be instilling that type of hate into him, because certain things that was done to you or me are not going to be done to him. He has his own issues, his own problems with them, and we don't got nothing to do with that. And then this person continued to pretend like they were agreeing with me. And they were like, I always tell him he needs to forgive his parents because that's his parents. I'm like, no, you don't, because you sit there and talk bad about his parent, and then he starts talking bad about his parent. And all that's doing is creating more negative energy. So that's when I check that person. And I'm like, these people are fake chosen people. They victimize themselves, but then they get together and they're basically doing the same thing that the narcissist does. When the narcissistic people get together and they pretend like they're victims, and then you're like looking at them like they hate me and they're the ones who did shit to me. The type of hate narcissists give you, you would think you did something to them, and that's because in their mind, they don't really feel like what they did was that bad. So when people get together and they're all claiming to be chosen ones, what you're going to see is that it becomes a cult, and it becomes a cult where they're just talking bad about the narcissist. And now they almost don't look, you don't know who's crazy anymore, because they all claim to be chosen ones, but they're all fake chosen ones, because a chosen one is usually going to walk by themselves. They're going to realize at some point that everybody is filled with confusion and lies, arrogance, blasphemy. You're going to realize everything is BS. And then when you're by yourself, you're going to come across other people who are also walking on this path alone. And you're going to share ideas and theories, and, you know, you're going to share positive energy, stories, and then you're going to notice that there's people that are walking alone, but those people, they're not chosen ones either. They're demonic, because after they feel comfortable enough where they think they know you, they start to treat you like you're dumb, like you don't know nothing, like they know more than you. They start to say little smart remarks. They start to put you in a category because they're walking alone, not because they're chosen ones. They're walking alone because they're fake chosen ones who have been separated from their narcissistic cult because they were a traitor to their narcissistic cult. And they know they were a traitor, but they'll also see themselves as a chosen one because they'll look at it like, well, I was too good for you guys. You guys are dumb. I was meant to be alone because you guys did a lot of bad things to me. But while they were with them, they were doing bad things together. So they're not chosen ones. They were also doing wicked things. They're just alone. They're walking their path alone now. And those are the most dangerous type, because when you get with them, they don't have nothing. They don't have shit. They got bad energy, but they come disguised as chosen ones, and they come with good energy. They make you feel like they're lonely, like they want to be loved and all this. But as soon as they get fuel, they build a new identity. They start making new friendships. They start getting a new supply, and then they take off, and then they start the same patterns that they've always done because they're fake chosen ones. So if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you guys are new to my channel, and if you guys want to book a session with me, my booking information is on the description. And as always, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.